Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Successful Trading's pre-market analysis for November the 17th, 2020. Please, if you are on there, if you could in the chat confirm for us that the sound it's okay, because yesterday we had some people, not everybody was having issues, but some people were reporting technical difficulties. I replayed the recording on YouTube, which is available each day, right? In this pre-market analysis that we do here weekdays from 8:40. We are late today, 8:45, 8:48. I'm seeing Eastern right now. Um, for me, the sign was good. I mean, I didn't. It wasn't in that recording. If so, I'm not sure what those technical glitches, but definitely a lot of people did report that. Even those who listened to the playback. I listened to the playback from my phone yesterday, and it was okay. So, folks, without any further ado, what do we have in store for you for this stock market technical analysis daily? We are going to take a look at the overall market from the 30,000 feet view using SPY, using QQQ. We have a few stocks that we want to highlight this morning, namely Tesla, FedEx, and JD. Those are the three that are going to lead us over the next 10 plus 25 minutes here, or 30 up to 30 minutes, as we like to give people time. So more people, I see more people trickling. Maybe we give it 1 minute. That's way we can start exactly at 5:50 a.m. Pacific time, where I'm coming from you live in Southern California. I see Golden Sachs. I just like saying that name, Golden Sachs, who joined the chat room. Hello, Golden Sachs. Good morning to you. How is the sound today? I see also trading with Mr. Velon, with whom we spent. It was quite a nice chat yesterday. I really enjoy exchanging with you traders during our one-on-one coaching. That is something that we do here at Successful Trading. So if this is your first time to be catching this live pre-market analysis, maybe let's quickly give you a reason to subscribe. So here for us, we will give you education. Either you're just a subscriber to our YouTube channel. We have giveaway to celebrate our 1K sub last week, last Monday. More will be coming as we approach the end of the year here and stepping up into 2020. So we have a blog at successfultradings.com, which is free. We have over, geez, we're approaching almost quietly now. I mean, we have short videos now, but we have over 300 educational videos, and we are been able over the last six, no, not we haven't quite been here 6 months. So we started maybe midsummer, maybe July, something, where every morning we come together here to showcase to you strategy, methodology, discipline on how to become a successful stock and option trader in these markets. All right, I see some other folks trickling in. Hello, Mr. Andrew, always present at the bit. Hello, African Mama. Please, can somebody confirm at least a couple, because the experience varied yesterday, before I start babbling all the way. How is the quality of the sound, please? Is it low as it was yesterday? Though, as I was saying earlier, that the recording that YouTube grabbed and saved as usual for replay, for playback, I didn't find any problem with it. I listened to it yesterday, so for me at least, but I know that different people were reporting different experiences. So hopefully the gremlins in the computers are going to leave us okay today. Okay, so we got 100% from African Mama. All right, anybody else? All right, so well, let's wait for some last feedback there. In the meantime, let's show you, okay, 30,000 feet view on SPY. Oh dear. Well, I say oh dear because it's just like a movie, right? Every day you're like, oh, where's SPY is going to be. So yesterday we tried, folks. We have a strategy SPY trading system that's we try trading SPY over the last 90 minutes, the last hour, or whatever. Somebody actually went after trader yesterday on one-on-one. She reminded me that, hey, she gave me this testimony. So remember last Wednesday where we trying to do that and it didn't work out, right? Spike didn't move at all.
Yesterday, either SPY didn't move at all, so our stronghold didn't move at all. I mean, it was a tiny risk. It never gave us any hope. But 2 days later, last week was it, or the day after that, it's actually worked. The trader actually was has been simulating this strategy on her paper accounts, and she told me that it was 1,035% win. So we know that this thing is a matter of just doing it consistently with the live sample. So do not phone upon if you are new here and you're saying, because we had question yesterday, because we shared that on our YouTube in one of our shops, and then traders were actually asking for update. That's something that I need to be more diligent into doing, meaning that when I post the beginning of a setup like that, I need to follow up with the updates with another video. So I apologize for that because I was answering those questions late yesterday on WhatsApp. How did that hit that you go? And maybe some people may have missed the fact that it was actually expiration yesterday. So meaning, yeah, expiration on Monday, we have to make a decision sooner than later on that. But it was a really tiny position. It wasn't something of the like. So we did close those 358 puts as the stock. It literally was the last 2 minutes. Let's go to, yeah, it was live. Yeah, it was during the last. Look at this, folks. You don't make this stuff up. Yeah, this is the 1 minute chart on SPY. Yeah, look look at this, going nowhere for almost. This is 12:44. That's mean 3:44 Eastern time. So this is the last hour here for you. So 360.40, 361.40. So $1 in 1 hour when it's usually capable of doing that. And then, hey, just for good measure, in the last 2 minutes, bang bang, we go ahead and gain over $1. And this morning, obviously, because all of this is game, folks, that's where I'm inviting you to spend the time studying SPY. Yeah, after a while you get a knack for it. You get a feel. It's not that it's an intuition or something, but days when the market does something like this, you obviously know that, hey, that's just all for sure. And hey, that's could have been an opportunity for you to take a shot going into today, and you could have been rewarded with how many points is this? Just 2 points? Okay, 2 points. Hey, expiration, next expiration is Friday. No, not Friday, Wednesday text. Tomorrow. So today is one of those days. Typically here we like to say it is put scalping Tuesday. But a trading SPY on Tuesdays, you are relaxed because there is no theta decay. Speaking of theta decay, one of the other things that we want to talk about, I was asked the question yesterday. How do we? Is there a way for us to estimate the price of an option for a gap? We have a perfect setup today, folks. Yesterday, congratulations to everybody who had Tesla. Uh, you know my story with Tesla. If you don't know, in summary, I had to not taste Tesla on a day-to-day basis. I have Tesla in long-term investment that I don't manage daily, but chasing Tesla on a day-to-day basis because I want to scalp or day trade it, that's not what I do. Okay, so African Mama is saying that the sound is 100%. We have two other traders who are saying that it's low. One of them is saying that it sounds like a whisper. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay, let me make an executive decision. So meaning I need to, because that's guys. And again, go back for those who yesterday or replay that broadcast yesterday. Again, at least for me, I was listening to it on my phone. Definitely it wasn't low. But here, let's change mic. We can do that. Mr. Andrew is saying that the sound is good for him. So I'm not sure why some people have it on whisper and how some people have it on good. So I'm going to try here. So sorry for that, folks. I'm going to change the sound here because I cannot afford to have this ready. So which that I need to do, I'm going to be switching mic. So live, that's happened sometimes. So just bear with me as I do that on here. Um, because it makes it pretty much mute if you guys cannot hear me. So let me do this. Okay, how about now, folks? Is it better? My volume is to max and nothing. Mr. Jesus. Yeah, we cannot have you that. How about now? I changed mic. But again, folks, again, I cannot just go by my experience, right? I listened to yesterday broadcast, and for me, that volume was not a whisper. So please, I just changed mic on here, and no, I'm hoping that now okay, it's better. All right, for the love of me, you see, this brand new equipment we that we set up. That's what I'm doing my the video recording from. Yeah, and those videos are available on YouTube, folks. So yesterday, I'm not sure what's going on. So hey, in any case, louder and better, but sounds was okay for me. We are trying. We are trying. All right, folks. Let's go. Let's go. It's 9 Eastern. We have a lot to do. So SPY. Uh, definitely, it's one of those that there are games you need to learn how to trade SPY, and we have a blog, Successful Tradings, where you can do that. So let's dive into. So what do we want to do? We want to go inside of Power E-Trade to see stock that are moving, and then talk about them, because that's what we do here, trying to give you to make money out of this system. Yeah. So let's go inside of Power E-Trade. For that, I need to change my screen. I don't know what my record is. My good friend Mr. B has been keeping record of me messing up. Yeah, I messed up recently speaking on the screen. That's you guys were not viewing. So that's what we're talking about. So you guys are seeing the inside of Power E-Trade and the US equities where they are right now. So SPY, we just look at SPY. SPY is giving about 3 point down at minus 0.76. Conversely, folks, yeah, you see how QQQ all of a sudden the flip-flop, QQQ has been showing weakness. Now it's the one that's up. The rest of the ETFs, they are all slumping a little bit this morning. We like to do something on here for those who do not know. Usually we like to take a look at Europe. I do not, I wouldn't say usually. Rarely actually do I do it, especially Europe, and through the index, the DAX, the German index, has become a little bit decorrelated with SPY yesterday, but typically has a very strong correlation. So the DAX is only down minus 0.36. So from here, nothing. So individual stock may lead us to some trade to make money here. So we go to this larger watch list, as we like to do here. We like to look at a stock that's not having any volume. Not that, it's just for fun. Yeah, we want stock that have a lot of volume in pre-market. How much volume? It's all relative, but typically we will tell people 50,000 shares or above. As you can see here, plenty stocks have 50,000 shares or above. So opportunity for one of our patented strategy here is a Gangsta Trade. Again, if you don't know what a Gangsta Trade is, we actually have a video. Oh, let me do something. Let me do something. Yeah, let me paste the video, because yesterday I was doing that for our new traders. I didn't have a beta with folks other than sending them the link individually. I kid you not. They can attest of that. Some of them are on this call, because we did it. We created this video. When did we create the video? We created the video sometime mid-October, I believe. And some people didn't have, the new traders who subscribe to our system didn't have the opportunity to see that. The title of the video is How to Profit from Stock Market Earning Report. But I realized that the Gangsta Trade strategy is actually fully described inside of that video. So I was sharing that with them. We are going to share this link here for you. So this is the link to Gangsta Strategy. Oops. If I can type, Gangsta Strategy Explanation. All right. So pretty good reason for me to subscribe to our channel. You see, we teach traders new strategies. All right. So what are we looking at inside of Power E-Trade as we were looking? So stock that are moving this morning is no secret. I mean, for most of you, you are a big fan of that stock, and I'm not seeing it. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping really that this stuff didn't happen. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So you guys are seeing it. For me, I cannot see it. Okay. So how am I going to move this? How am I going to move this? So let's see. Is there a way for me to do this? So the screen that you're seeing is showing, okay, Tesla is moving. Yes, it was included in the S&P 500. So meaning now, folks, SPY has Tesla in it. SPY has Apple in it. So what SPY to the moon, right? What else? What bad can happen? I really apologize, folks, because I prepared a screen. I want you to answer the question how to guess its price, to estimate the price of an option when in a situation of a gap. And the case of Tesla was a perfect case for us to try to apply that. But right now, I am, oh boy, let me try to get this thing because this is just not good. This is just not good. Let me try to get this thing. Okay, let me, so we fix the sound. Now something else has to go wrong. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I am trying to get to the proper screen, folks. Well, obviously, that's not the screen that you guys need. Okay, so let's first, if I can show you the screen. Oh my goodness. Let me show you the screen of the Gangsta Trade on Tesla because that's will interest some people. If I can, because right now this computer is just driving me nuts. Okay, so here's the Discord. Okay, oh, thanks, Lord. All right. Okay, so we shared a couple of Gangsta Trade this morning. Let me give them to you while I set up. I have to reconnect to Power E-Trade, believe it or not. I lost that screen. Okay, so for those who are familiar with the chocolate trade, Tesla, we are going for 10 cents on the 525, 540, and 560 calls, and 5 cents on the 400, 390, 380 put. So that's so let me give you a couple of minutes to do that, to do that while I reconnect to my Power E Trade because we need that in order to actually trying to answer the question, hey, how can we estimate the price, and how am I able to get to suggest that we can get a feel for 10 cents for the 525, 540, or the 560, because it's all about that. So that's a great education, and I cannot promise it, but my plan is at some point to make a video for that, because that's some knowledge that's some people actually you can use day in and day out. All right. Okay, so let's say here. So, and then the other trade under that's we're gonna take the time here over the next 10 minutes. I didn't put the third one because we had it yesterday. The third one is JD. JD is still actionable, folks. It's only Tuesday. We were not that fortunate yesterday because we got our fill on the 75 and the 72 puts. They paid actually those 75 puts. Entry at 10 cents, they went to 22 cents, but briefly because that thing was just oscillating yesterday, literally, right? But market maker, they will do that. For us, our bias was on the puts this morning. I think JD is gapping up. So I will tell you that to be patient with that trade. If you have struggle on JD, you will make money. Your likelihood of making money by the end of this week. We are only Tuesday. So manage JD accordingly. Hence, we are not giving it again as a Gangsta trade. But Tesla and FedEx, we can highlight them if, let's say, my computer will allow me to get back inside of Power E Trade. Shall we? Oh, praise the Lord. All right. Okay, so we are inside of Power E Trade, and let me slow down a little bit. What are you guys seeing? Yes, you're seeing the same thing as me. Halliburton is the first one on top. What's our filtering mechanism on here? Our filtering mechanism is, let's say if we filter by volume, we get that. Are you guys seeing that? Yep. And if we filter by volume, Uncle Neo, No, we call Neo stock Uncle Neo around here. Uncle Neo's well. Uncle Neo has earnings, folks, after the market close. So meaning that for us, we are not gonna gamble on it. I guarantee you, pre-earning gambling on stock, that's not something that we do. Or if we see something in flow algo, we might. We have done that in the past, but typically we have very high confidence that tomorrow, yeah, we can Gangsta trade Neo after the earning is known. Either it gaps up or it gap down. We can confidently trade it accordingly. So we are not going to be chasing a Neo. Well, I mean, if it's moving today, but those options are expensive, folks. They're expensive, yeah? But tomorrow, all of that implied volatility is going to come down. If you don't know what implied volatility is, well, find a way to subscribe. We will teach you here, and I'm not sure if we have specific video about that, but that's some we teach you everything that you need to know, or the technical aspect of trading and everything. Okay, enough is enough. So let's go to the meat of the show. Tesla is gapping 13%. Let me check before I carry on with this segment that everybody. Okay, so I don't see anybody with a volume issue anymore. So we cross our fingers on that. So Tesla, how can we make money with Tesla? Let's try to make money with Tesla with a Gangsta trade. So let's go to the option chain of Tesla. So here, this is Power E-Trade. This is that little button there is how one way. It's not the only way of going to the option chain of Tesla. So here, this is a complex notion here, folks. So really, I'm going to try to explain it as easily as I can, but it's not easy, yeah, because it's complex. So, and when we are rushed for time, let me take the time to do this. So I want us to pay attention to the delta, the column delta. So we are going to use the delta to approximate the price of a contract any given time, because one of the way to use delta is to always look at delta at the time that you are reading it, right? It means, let's use the example here. It means that right now, these 465 calls, yeah? First of all, let's start with the scratch. This was the closing price yesterday, the bid and the ask, yeah? That was yesterday. It doesn't reflect today action. That's important on the bid and the ask, yeah? Because some other system, they may have it differently. So for Power E-Trade, this still reflecting yesterday. They're going to update the price of this when the market opens. So the question is, how can we estimate this price when the market opens, given that the stock has moved $53? Hence, the answer, let's use delta. Now, this delta that you see here, it's already reflecting the fact that the stock has moved by $53. Yes, yesterday at the close, this delta was not that. If you want to experiment with that, I want you at the end of today to capture the screen of Neo options, because we know Neo is going to move. It's going to move either way, right? Capture the delta for Neo at the close today, and then tomorrow, whatever direction it moves, capture that again in pre-market, and then after the market opens to convince yourself of that. If you are using E-Trade, so this is inside. But I mean, all of the broker, they will show the little bit, but typically it will be the same. And my computer just went dark. Everything went dark for a moment. Okay, so we are back. I don't know why these things are happening, folks. So, long story short here, how do we estimate this price? So again, this delta right now was less than 43 cents. What this means, the way to read delta is always to say that, hey, when you take a delta right now, this is telling us that from now on, from this price of $46.90, if Tesla moved by $1, yeah, this option is going to be moving by 43 cents. From now on, from the price of 460. But that wasn't the case yesterday, right? So for us, we need to figure out what was the delta yesterday. We don't know it. We could have recorded it yesterday. But here's a trick. This is how you're gonna know it. The stock is moving about $52, $53. So in order to find the delta that was here yesterday, yeah, for this 460, let's say we are using the 465. Well, you need to add about $52 to this strike Yes, that's a very good approximation. So for us, if we add $52, why $52? The gonna be the number of points by which the stock has moved. Yeah. So it's just, let's approximate this. So this is gonna be 518 thereabouts. 518. So we go to 520. So this yesterday was about 3 cents. The delta was about 3%. So meaning that for each dollar that the stock will have moved, we will expect a move of 3 to 4 cents. Yeah. This is a quick way of approximate that. So let me bring my calculator so that you can verify it in a few minutes when the market open. So we are saying that by using that technique, we're expecting 4 cents, and so 3 to 4 cents, I don't know which one. Let's be conservative, 3.5 cents, and multiply it by about $53 move. Okay, so that's $1.85. So you can expect that. Again, we are trying to figure out the price of this 465. This is just a quick way. So we will need to add about $1.85. How did I get $1.85? I'm multiplying the delta, the approximate delta, that's the 465 calls we're trading at yesterday. I'm multiplying it by the number of points in the gap that the stock gap by. So again, because 3.5 cents, so it is $1.85. So, and then I'm gonna add that to the price that it was the 465 we were already trading at yesterday. So $1.85, if you add maybe all the way to 45 cents into it, that's going to give you $2.30. So the 465 calls here, they figure to open at least. There are other factors that get in, but the majority of the premium going to be determined by this simple formula methodology that I gave you. So between $2 and $2.30. Now, the other thing that's going to be happening is that, hey, they're dropping the implied volatility. So that's going to take a little bit of value inside. So please, provide comment to this by looking at what this price is for us. We're going to be approximating that this is going to be opening at least in the 220, 230 range. But I mean, this thing with other factors that go in, this could easily go to $3. But that's how you approximate the value of an option when it gaps. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, the other factor that's going to figure in, we are using the 465, but the fact that, let's say 460, for instance, that's right in the money. When it stops getting to the money, an option getting to the money, it pays a little bit more. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, folks, as I'm seeing an error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh boy, if you could give me a like or say something in the chat that's somehow it's helpful. In any case, by us using that same principle, now we can fancy ourselves to say, hey, what can we trade here today with the chocolate gangster trade? Yeah. So because let's look at some of the options. So these options, for instance, 520, yesterday they were worth 10 cents or so. Now the delta is 3 cents, meaning that by each move of $1 from this point on, these options are going to be moving 3 cents. But they were not worth 3 cents. The delta wasn't 3 cents yesterday, was it? It was way less than that. Yeah. That's why by how much, you can just do a quick ratio, right? You can take a ratio of this to the ratio of the 465, which was what? The 465 were at 45, so that's about 15. Yeah. So then you can divide the 3 cents by 15 to get an idea of where they were yesterday, and then multiply that by 53 to convince ourselves that, hey, it is okay for us this morning. We can get a feel around 10 cents of the lag, especially if, let's say, they're trying to play games, because the whole idea of the gangster is that the volatility, meaning the sharp swing in the first 10-15 minutes, going to make an opportunity that, hey, maybe this thing swing at like 455 or something, thus it make it possible for the price of this option, way out of the money option, to vary, and then we can get in cheaply. That's really the concept of a gangster trade, right? And then from there, folks, now look, we're gonna be making 4 cents for every dollar that this stock move. Well, maybe a little bit less because of the implied volatility. Look how much they're dropping it. So that's really the idea with the setting up the Gangsta Trade as we showed you earlier on our Discord room. So for those who may have missed that, so we are trying chocolate chocolate vanilla chocolate Gangsta Trade 10 cents 10 cents, yeah, on the 540, the 560, and the 525 calls on Tesla, and always balance it out with the other side 5 cents, 400, 390, and 380 put. All right. Any question on Tesla before we move on? We already talked about JD. What do you think about Tesla hype of being? Oh boy, Mr. Panda, did you just come in? I don't think anything of particular. I trade the price. We trade the price on here. So we just gave you a trade on how we trying to make money. But by all means, folks, we are not trading Tesla, chasing Tesla. I've told you why. I don't chase Tesla on here. I have this at a long-term investment and an account that I don't manage on a day-to-day basis. Here, I'm trying strictly to take advantage of the price movement with the strategy that we have. So if you miss that, another time, Panda Wolf, really, we have to move forward to the next one. The next one, I'm excited about it. The next one is, let's go back to Power. Let me go back. You guys are still seeing the inside of Power E-Trade. So the next Gangsta Trade that we have, it's something that yesterday I really, really disciplined myself. It's FedEx. Yeah. FedEx has a unique way of trading, folks. Can I switch screen again? Long story short, FedEx, can we say that? Can we say? Yeah. FedEx is part of our subscription trade alert this week. Yeah. So we can give you that for free. Okay. Thank you. If that's something that you appreciate, getting free trades, you are successful trading, and you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. We really, really help this channel, and we cannot thank you enough for everything that has transpired since we started this YouTube channel, and especially this live broadcast since over the last 4 to 5 months recently. We really appreciate you. So this trade, I pondered on it yesterday. No, I wanted to get into this trade yesterday as much as possible. The options option that we are trading this week, we can tell them that, right, to the rest of the world. We are between friends here. These 290, they went as high as $1.10 or something, and then I just saw them come back down after the 11 o'clock. Oh yeah, a piece of nugget if you are new to the channel. Your opportunity of making money weekdays on the stock market between 9:30 Eastern and about 11. We have something we call the trading clock. We can teach you about it. Subscribe to this channel again. Let's keep counting the number of reasons for you to subscribe to this channel. Every time that something pop in my head. So yes, because that is very evident, especially Mondays, Tuesday, right? The markets will open. There will be opportunities. We have about 90 minutes. And then we go sideways from 11:15 all the way to 2:30 p.m. And then we can set up other opportunity. The other thing we can teach you if you are new here, we can tell you today is that the best way if you are trading weekly options like us to set up your strangle, Tuesday in the last hour and Wednesday in the last hour. I kid you not, especially when the stock has not moved. We have some techniques that we use with our watch list that's can be a compelling reason for you to get your subscription to successful trade alerts service. But long story short, we're trying to make money here on FedEx, and today we are targeting the 300 calls, right? The action has been bullish. This thing on here. So the idea is we're trying to steal this because FedEx is notorious in its first 50 minutes. I want you to go and confirm this. It's not just me telling that, right? We all have access to the same chart. I want you to be able that whatever that I say here or on the videos, or go ahead and back test it. I love it. I love it. Yesterday, for instance, a new trader, Mr. Velon, it's telling me that inside of TD Ameritrade, Think or Swim, they have a way to go back test. So he has been back testing the Gangsta Trade. Yeah, that's part of quant analysis, folks. That's good. That's good, because then when you develop a methodology, every single time you take a trade, you know that you have a high probability of making money, instead of guessing that, oh, Mr. Buffett is doing this, such and such is doing that, or somebody says that Tesla's going to go to the moon. Well, Tesla may well go to the moon, but I mean, how is that going to make money for us today, this week? Yeah, that's important. So back to FedEx here. So for us, we are targeting those 300. yeah, the characteristic that I wanted to share with you and I want you to verify for yourself is typical trading style of FedEx when it's bullish on the first 15 minutes candle. It like to drop off. Typical. We have seen that. We have made money, 10 baggers on here. Somebody in the Discord room was reminding us yesterday that in June when we were making, he made his first 10 bagger on FedEx. It was trading at $130. That's a side story. But for us, the whole idea on here I invite you to take away today on FedEx, if there's just one thing to learn, that, hey, how FedEx trade in the first 15 minutes, it like to do a head fake before actually blasting. So here in pre-market, you see it's up $2, but do not chase as if, hey, you have to follow that. It likes to drop back. So meaning that is most likely if it does that, it's gonna be able to go at 279 or something before ripping off. So that's why we gave you those specific strike price, and then for the 300 calls. And on the put side, what did we pick? 295, 300, and 305, because we are doing a Gangsta, right? And we are going for them for 10 cents. The other thing that you may have noticed on our Gangsta trade, folks, do you know why we are not always using the same limit price on the puts and the calls? If you know the answer, put it in our Discord. If I told you the answer already, no, yeah, I've only discussed that with one person, but nobody had asked, hey, Telex, why is it that on some trades you go 5 cents here or 10 cents here? And again, that's just a suggestion. Obviously, I encourage you, especially for Tesla, trying to find trade for 1 cent. A trader who joined us less than 2 weeks ago, he showcased how that's done on Square. That's on the 10 bagger inside of our Discord. All right, folks, it's 9:25. I want to give everybody the time back to recess their mind. Well, you guys have been entering those Gangsta trade. I need to go and enter them myself. I appreciate your time. Thank you for the feedback. Hopefully the volume issue, I'm gonna go to resolve it, because this setup on this mic that we have had, I hope the mic is not broken already. But I listened back again. I listened back to all the video recordings with it, and even the broadcast yesterday from my phone, not even from my computer. It was okay. Okay, everybody, we thank you for your time. Be patient. It's only Tuesday. There's still plenty of opportunity to make money in this market for the rest of the week. We appreciate you. Bye-bye.